I'm just curious, and the challenge that Jim raised, Richard, I'm just curious, is the discussion within the Republican Party or within your constituency, is it a more nuanced, complex discussion than it was a couple of years ago?
Well, I don't know about the Republican Party. Among my constituency, look, the Southern Baptists, as I was telling Jim, I preached in Chattanooga yesterday, and as I was leaving to drive back to Nashville to fly here, the disaster relief trucks were assembling in the parking lot, and the people in the yellow shirts were getting ready to go to the Gulf Coast with their motto of the first in and the last out, and some of them are still there from Katrina doing relief. Evangelicals care about the suffering of people, but the question, and you asked the question, why is the abortion issue such a compelling issue, and we spend so much time talking about it? Well, it's because, in spite of the trivialization by some, Rabbi David Saperstein, for instance, said, that people are getting tired of pelvic politics, that trying to reduce abortion to a sexual issue or reduce the issue of same-sex marriage to a sexual issue. The reason abortion is such a compelling issue is it's anything but a sexual issue. It's a question of who is a human being, what is a human being, and when does a human being deserve the protection of society? That's a pretty mega ethical question. What is a human being? And what are society's obligations to a human being? And when do those obligations and responsibilities kick in? I don't know how you could have a more fundamental question in a society, any society, than who and what is a human being, and what are society's obligations and responsibilities to human beings? And when do those responsibilities kick in? And on the same-sex marriage issue, look, marriage is the basic building block of human society. Families are the basic building block of every human society. I was at Harvard 3 years ago, and I must have been having a good day. I was asked to speak on the issue of same-sex marriage, and afterwards, one of the co-eds said, "Dr. Lane, you seem like a nice guy," which means I must have been having a good day. She said, but why would you want to interfere in the personal, private relationship of two people? And I said, I don't really like to do this, but I must, in this instance, answer your question with a question. How did you ever get the idea that marriage was a personal, private relationship? Every human society in history, no matter how advanced or no matter how primitive, has severely regulated marriage. Who can get married to whom, and under what circumstances, and under what circumstances they can terminate the relationship, precisely because it is anything but a personal, private relationship. It is a social and a civic institution with enormous consequences for the society, and particularly the next generation of society. And it is a societal issue that has to be decided by the society.
Okay.